Hello, Henry from Belgium here. Today, a video about LEGO Set 6 355 Derby Trotter from 1989. I have it complete with all the original parts, the manual and the box. This particular set belongs to the LEGO Town theme, under the sub-theme of leisure. And it's a wonderful example of the kind of relaxed, recreational vibe LEGO was exploring at the time. The set consists of 140 pieces, which is a pretty standard size for a town set from that period. As for the box, it's still in acceptable condition. You can see a few dents and creases, which is understandable given its age. I have to admit that this particular style of box isn't my favorite. I rather prefer the boxes that allow you to slide off the cover of the inner box for easy access and storage. That being said, I do appreciate always the suggestions for alternative builds on the back, which is always a nice extra bonus for creative ideas. The manual has a handy mini book format, making it easy to follow. It consists of 12 pages. The instructions are clear, and the layout is straightforward, making the building process enjoyable without any confusion. There's something nice about these compact manuals. They contribute to the nostalgia of the older sets, where everything felt more simple and focused on the fun of the building process itself. Now, onto the minifigure. Honestly, it's not particularly special in terms of design. The torso is plain, without any printed details, though I do like the color combination of blue, red, and black. It's a simple look, but it works well for the set's theme. However, I can't help but compare it to the rider minifigure from the riding stable set. That figure is far more detailed and visually appealing, especially with the beautiful print on the torso and the white hands, which are designed to look like gloves. It just has a bit more character. One feature of the minifigure I do appreciate though is the helmet choice. It's actually a construction helmet, but it's cool to see it in black. As for the figures themselves, 1989 was still the time when LEGO minifigures had heads with closed studs. However, by then, the torsos had already evolved from being hollow to featuring 4 wedge-shaped ridges inside, a change that was introduced back in 1983. Here you can see all the parts. During the build, I'll share more details, but the first thing I already notice is the black saddle with one clip. This piece only appears in 4 sets, so it's quite rare and nice to see it again. I also immediately noticed the blue doors. This type of door in blue appears in only 5 sets. They are much more common in red and yellow. What also pleasantly surprises me is that there are 2 separate 16 by 16 base plates. The green one is quite common, but the one in light old grey is definitely more special. The plate in this color can be found in 5 different sets, one of which is the airport shuttle set that I recently found. First, I'm going to assemble the horse along with its corresponding accessories. It is actually the first time in 1989 that this specific brown horse appears in a LEGO set. If you look closely, you'll spot an important detail that sets it apart from the earlier brown horses produced since 1986. This particular horse features black mane, a unique feature that wasn't introduced until 1989. It's these small, often overlooked details that make collecting LEGO so enjoyable for me. As many of my loyal viewers already know, I'm a purist always striving to ensure that every part is historically accurate. When it comes to the horse, you have a few options on how to equip it. You can attach a 2x1 brick with a tile, the saddle, or, as you see here, connect it to a cart. The cart itself is rather basic, consisting of only a few pieces. It could have been enhanced with a chair, or perhaps a couple of slope bricks to make it a bit more visually appealing. Additionally, a modified plate with a clip to attach the whip would have added a nice finishing touch. Finally, I'd like to mention the yellow piece described as the horse hitching. This specific piece, in its yellow color, only appears in 3 different sets. It's another nice rarity to have in my collection, and it certainly adds a special touch to the overall set. The next step is to join the 2 base plates together. Though it might have been an interesting idea to incorporate a hinge system to provide an extra play function, it's clear that this wasn't the intention of the set. On one side, there will be a stable, complete with a drinking trough and various accessories, while the other side becomes a meadow. The building process is quite classic, with a focus on white bricks in various sizes. It's a nice touch that the design avoids a simple square or rectangular shape. Instead, there are different angles and sides which add visual interest. However, I do find it a bit disappointing that there are so few corner bricks in the set. These pieces had been in production since 1988, and given the design, a few additional corner bricks would certainly have enhanced the structure. As it stands, there are only 2 corner bricks and 1 corner plate included. The clever use of contrasting colors for the base plates adds a lot of value to the layout. And also the arch bricks, and definitely the roof, with its sloped bricks, is a great highlight. Even though sets from this period were generally not known for decorative flourishes, there are still some nice touches in this set. For example, there's a shovel and a brush, a connection point for the saddle, and those bars that were still a relatively new feature at the time. There's also some clever lighting incorporated into the walls. And at the top, there is a chimney finished with a 2x2 dish. I do see a color difference, and I will have to replace this with a light grey one, so that this is also historically correct. While I appreciate the overall design, I do find it a little odd that a large opening is left right next to 2 doors. However, I assume this was done intentionally to enhance playability, allowing easy access to all parts of the set. I believe the final result is both well executed and visually appealing. The color palette is also worth noting. There's a lot of white, but the set is still dotted with colorful accents that bring it to life. It will fit perfectly into my custom town set from the 80s and 90s, and serves as an excellent representation of what LEGO sets looked like back then. Simple yet effective, with a focus on playability over complex design, this set undoubtedly deserves a place in my collection. Feel free to comment below this video, and don't forget to subscribe, it's free. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.